Okay, folks, give me a second. I'll be ready here. And I think I'm due for a haircut. My George Jefferson is starting to show through. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless, one of the man that can play. And wow, it's been a while since I've done LeMans Ultimate. I think it's been almost. I know it's been at least 2 weeks since I streamed it. It feels more like 3. And honestly speaking, it's because I've lost a little bit of passion for this game. It's starting to feel like the same races are getting regurgitated, which if it's a track I like, I'm actually okay with that. But the biggest loss of passion has come from the driving standards. The driving on LeMans Ultimate has gotten so bad that I put it in the same ballpark as GT7, and unfortunately it's gotten to the point where I'm almost treating LeMans Ultimate the same way I treat GT7, whereas the game GT7 I don't take seriously. I don't care about my rank. I no longer care about the dirty driving. So much to the point where I don't even find the game worthy of putting it back on my main PC or on my main wheelbase. I've relegated GT7 down to the Logitech G923 that I bought about a week and a half ago, but it's the pleasant, surprisingly, the experience has still been pleasant over there because I had to go in with a different mindset, and I'm reaching that point with LeMans Ultimate that I have to come into this game with a different mindset. Now I'm almost I'm almost at that point. I can definitely tell you where I'm at right now with LeMans Ultimate is that I am definitely done with the bronze beginners races, unless it's a GTE race or a track combo that I just absolutely can't resist. I'm pretty much done with it. So as far as LeMans Ultimate goes, I'm trying to put my focus into the more the endurance races, the 40-minute, 50-minute, 1-hour races, and the driver swap races, which as far as the upcoming 8 hours of Bahrain coming up, I'm still discussing that with my teammates. We haven't reached a decision whether we're going to take part in that, but one thing we do agree on, that it has to be unanimous. It has to be all 3 of us, or we're not going to, or we're probably not going to do it, because 8 hours is a lot for 2 people. So we're hoping to make a final decision by this Wednesday, and I'll keep you guys posted. So as far as other sims goes, right now Race Room is probably my go-to sim for sprint races, for the quick 20-minute races. It's been a joy over there with the clean racing, and I did a race yesterday at Suzuka, a 1-hour race, and there was nothing dirty about that race. I mean, it was very enjoyable. Nobody tried to take me out. Nobody dive bombed. None of that stuff. By the time the race was over, there was only a couple of hypercars left, and surprisingly, one of the hypercars that had a bad reputation, he was respectful. So definitely enjoyable. So for the foreseeable future, the sprint races, I'll be on Race Room for that. I can't even say that, Rensport or Project Motor Racing, I would like to think that those could have been a threat to Race Room in terms of taking the spot of the sprint races, but I don't see that happening because they're cross-play with consoles, and that means there's going to be a lot of people using controllers, meaning there's going to be a lot of wrecks, maybe even more wrecks than GT7 or even LeMans Ultimate. But I will say about Project Motor Racing that despite all that, if they do the GTE races, that's where you'll find me doing those races at, because the GTE class is my favorite class. And for the most part, it looks like LeMans Ultimate. I don't want to go out on a limb and say that they have abandoned that class, but since the LMP3s came into play, I have not seen not one single GTE race yet. So at this point, yes, Project Motor Racing stands to be my go-to sim when it comes to the GTE class. So let's get on here and see if we got time to do a couple of laps. 5 minutes. Just what I need, rain. Oh my God. Looks like I may have neglected to check the weather for this upcoming race. Ah, shit, it's going to rain in the middle. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We'll have 8 tires at our disposal. If they count the wets as part of your allocation, yeah, that could be a very interesting race. So no point in going into the practice lobby, because by the time I get in there and get an outlap done, it'll be time to get out of there and get ready. Although, damn, you know what though?
At Shumi_VR said, you can put fresh mediums on after quali.
Yeah, you can, but like what I'm getting at is that you have 8 tires, and so I don't know if that means you have 4 mediums and 4 wets, or you have 8 mediums and they don't count wets. And I've never done this race, and unfortunately, because it involves rain, I should have watched someone else do this race first, so I know what to expect.
At Shumi_VR said, stay on wets till end.
Okay. All right, I'm putting this all on you. I'm going to trust your judgment. Actually, staying on the wets until the end, I'm good with that, as long as the track stays wet enough to justify it. I'm sure some of these guys are going to take a chance. If it rains heavy and then it starts to lighten up, I can see where some of these guys may possibly take a chance and come in and put mediums back on, especially if the racing line starts to dry up. So this week coming up,
at Shumi_VR said, you'll be fine.
All right, I'm trusting you. This week coming up, tomorrow we'll get new daily races on GT7 and Race Room, and we'll also find out what the new daily race is. I mean, the new weekly race, because the way things have been going, doing a weekly race Saturday mornings, that might be a permanent move if they can keep it up, because I have been enjoying those races. GT7 is hit or miss. They only have 3 daily races. Daily race A, B, and C. But whether I do that race or not, it's not a concrete yes. I have to see what the combo is. You know, in all likelihood, daily race B or C will involve a Group 3 car, which is GT3 in their terms. It's just a matter of what tracks it's on. If it's on one of those Grand Valley highways or something like that, I don't know if I'll do it because they've regurgitated that track so many times. Let me see what the leaderboard looks like. GT3. And yeah, just as I feared, we got a couple of 219s in there. And these are, these guys are aliens. The Kyrian Blacklock, that's Key 25. He did a 220.3. Sheesh, and he was faster than Redwin Masad, which he did a 220.4. Wow. Oh, but I have to keep in mind that the race was wet, so that's probably why I haven't seen. That's probably why I'm not seeing that many 219s. So at this point, even on a dry track, if I'm having a good lap, I'm probably looking at mid 221s. I hit 220 once before on here with the GT3s, but I haven't seen that kind of lap time in quite a while. And no way around it. I am a much, much better driver with GTEs than I am with GT3 on this particular game. I mean, no tire warmers, cold tires. You just don't get optimum performance out of the GT3s in this game until the tires warm up. All right, dude, bring me out.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Green flag in Sector 2.
Wow. In practice?
Yellow flag Sector 2. We can see Bonetti has been dipped in. Lacombe. Green flag Sector 2. Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is now clear. That's the end of the session. P9.
All right, folks. Here goes nothing. 8 minutes of quali.
Exit is clear. Don't cross the line. Okay, Clay. We've got 7 minutes to settle out. Brakes are cold, be careful. Clear right.
Jesus.
Clear left. Sixth place. Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
I don't know if I should have did that at the Eau Rouge, but I just want to stay clean and get any kind of lap registered.
is 0.45 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 224.86. Okay, Craig, we need to watch these track limits. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Tyres are cold, watch out. Your rear brakes are hot. Seven. That's the end of the session, E10.
Damn it. 220.9. So I'm 1.2 seconds off of the leader, which doesn't sound that bad in terms of the gap, but still, like, oh. Ugh. So
teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
So this is going to be a 40-minute race. So actually a full tank should do it. $18.3, and I've got 20.9 in here. 20. I'm gonna go ahead
At
and leave
DJ
that.
_ Stevens said, "Let's go GL."
Definitely gonna need it, my guy.
Formation lap has started. Green flag. Go, go, go. Green flag.
At BoneMod1 said, "Hi."
Clear left.
How's it going? How you doing?
Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Can't believe I survived turn 1. But here we go.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I'm letting these guys go.
Clear left. We think Velvo has gone off in Lacoon. Green flag sector 2. Flag sector 2. It looks like Velvo has stacked it. Sector 2 is car right side's clear. Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
Oh, wait a minute. I got damaged and I never felt anything.
Next car is Rysen. To Rysen, ahead is now 1.2. Into sector 2, yellow flag. We think Clement has gone off in blue on.
At Shumi_VR. Said. Turn fuel down when you get a chance. At Shumi_VR. Said. So won't refuel when hitting.
Sector 2 is now green. Okay, Clay, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. V13, that lap was a 2:23.28.
Yeah, I got you. Good call.
At Shumi_VR. Said. Also said wet tires.
Sector 2 is yellow.
At Shumi_VR. Said. Got in the habit of doing it at the start of the race.
Sector 2 is green.
Yeah, and I didn't have enough time to set that because I wasn't even sure, how much fuel I was going to need.
Gap to Rysen in front is now 1.1 seconds. Cold tyres all round.
Oh, shit.
There's a bit of drizzle starting.
At Shumi_VR. Said. Good for couple of laps still.
V12. Your rear brakes are getting pretty hot. tyres are cold.
I'll take that track cut.
The stewards have orders for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Yellow flag.
I didn't want to get collected. I'll take that hit.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested. P8. Pit crew's ready. Hennig is now on wets. Tidy, please climb. Right side's clear. faster class. Blue flag. Sector 3 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Blue flag.
Oh shit!
Clear right. Clear right.
Damn it, that hypercar!
You had some minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag in Sector 2. Blue flag.
I can't even blame the hypercar. It was that Ferrari.
When we exit the pits, we'll be in P12. A few seconds behind Kevin. Blue flag, green flag, left, clear left.
It was that Ferrari that was beside me trying to fight me. He was trying to fight me in this damn wet.
Yellow flag, Sector 3. We think that Cats has gone off in the chicane. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind. Green flag in Sector 3.
Yeah, that stupid ass Ferrari was fighting me in the wet. And that was the worst time, worst conditions, and then a hypercar is coming in.
Alexandra is now on wets. Exit's clear, don't cross the white line. Yellow flag, Sector 2. It looks like Christian has crashed in. No name. Okay, Clyde, the next car is Alexandra. The front brakes are cold. Clement behind is pitting now.
There's a few people still up there on mediums.
Hennick is now in the lead. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Sector 3 is green. We think that Arata has gone off in Corp Paul Ferrer. Arata. is pitting.
Ugh.
V13. Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Arata is now on wets. Okay, Clay, the next car is Alexandra. We're halfway home. There's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. Stay on it. Keep digging. It stopped raining. Crashed in. Who on? Green flag, sector 2.
Ah.
Alright, Clay, that's the car approaching. It's their class leader. We've been warned about track limits. Blue flag. Blue flag. The guy in front is 2 laps behind. Clear right. 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. The car ahead is David.
Well, he went back to mediums.
Okay, Clay, it's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag.
Go ahead, man. I'm giving it to you.
Sector 2, yellow flag. You can see Belho has stepped it in. Who on? Blue flag. Green flag in sector 2. Blue flag. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like he's gone off in chicane. Green flag, sector 3. Blue flag. The car behind is a faster class. Clear left. Okay, Clay, you're reeling David in. The gap is now 19 seconds. Blue flag. Sector 3 is now yellow. We think Alex has gone off in chicane. Clear right. Green flag in sector 3.
and he got a drive-through.
Track limits, green flag, sector 1. We think that Ellie has gone off in radio. Alright Clay, there's a faster car approaching. You're reeling David in. The gap is 14 seconds. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Looks like Steiner has crashed. Sector 3 is clear. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 2 is now yellow. It looks like Christian has gone off in Bruxelles. Sector 2 is green. Okay, Clay, you're reeling E12 in. The gap's now 11 seconds. We think gasket has binned it in the chicane. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Past the car behind. Flag. Blue flag.
Oof, that was a risky pass.
The gap to David ahead is now 9.5. Incident sector 3, yellow flag. It looks like Velho has stacked it in the chicane. Sector 3 is green. Flag. Okay, Clay. It's a faster class car approaching. Clear left. There's a car leaving the pit lane. Yellow flag in sector 2. Blue flag. We can see gasket has gone off in Liquid. Right side's clear. Faster car approaching. Blue flag. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Green flag in sector 2. We think that Valho has been for right side's clear. Sector 3 is yellow. We think that Matthews has crashed in the chicane. Sector 3 is clear. You're looking your right front into Huon.
What a complete idiot. My tires are red hot.
V12.
I'm not going to waste my time reporting this guy because they not going to do shit. Because that's been one bad thing about LeMans Ultimate. They have not been cracking down on these reports. I was closing in on that guy. I had him within 6 seconds.
Incident sector 3, yellow flag. We think Paolo has gone off in Longchamp, green flag in sector 3. Now, 2.6. They're slower than us through La Source. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Oof. These wet tires are red hot now.
heads up. Our lap time was 2:32.00.
Trying too hard to catch him.
Flag, keep your wits about you, mate. There's a faster car behind. This is their class leader. Green flag, sector 1. Locking your front into La Source. Yellow flag. We think that Velho has gone off in Huon. Green flag, sector 2. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position. Has taken the win.
I got a flat spot.
Okay, pit stop requested. P13. That's it. We're done. Bad luck, Clay.
So, right here, Hugo Poly. I absolutely hate guys like that. They get desperate, they destroy someone else's race, and they end up DNFing anyway. So that tells you they were reckless. So I had 3 incidences that race. The first one, Hypercar spun out in the middle of the track. I tried to go avoid him, and I didn't think he hit me, but all of a sudden, the crew chief's telling me I got damaged, and when I took a look, sure enough, the front bumper and the side of the car was damaged. Then I had the situation where that Ferrari was fighting me when the rain started coming down, and we're still both on mediums, and the idiot's trying to fight me. And he was fighting me right in the middle of a hypercar trying to come through, and then I get involved in another wreck there. And then the third incident with that hypercar just not having the patience to wait for us to get out of the corner before trying to, get past me. It just, this shit like that. Well, I've just lost my taste for this game. I just.
At Shumi_VR. Said. GG pesky hypers.
Well, I had a total of 3 incidents, and I only blame one on the Hypercar. And that was the third one, where the guy was coming in hot, and he couldn't wait until we got out of the chicane to get past me. He's still trying to carry momentum for whatever reason in the wet. That was the third incident. The second incident, like I said, I was a Ferrari GT3 was fighting me in the wet and was still both on medium tires. And he's fighting me in the curves while a Hypercar is coming in like a missile. And so I end up getting the worst of that. That one I barely escaped.
At Shumi_VR. Said. I got murdered at Blankimont by one.
Try to go through the incidents since time is it? It's already 4 o'clock. Shit. The first incident. When we head down the Camel Straits, there was 2 cars closing in on me, and I decided to let them go because if I don't, this isn't going to end well with 3 cars, 3 wide. And then right there, that guy had to let him go, or I was going to get pinched against the wall. Now right here, this Lamborghini, he backed out a little bit, so shout out to him. But yeah, I lost a lot of speed going up that hill because I was scared I was going to get hit. At that point, I just let him go. Because I don't want no parts of this shit. There's the first incident right there. Nothing I could do about it. And I think he started creeping ahead a little bit. Oh, he got hit. But I'm trying to find out where I got hit. So I tried to go around this guy, and I guess I didn't do enough to get around him. This must be where I took on the damage. Oh yeah, his momentum is starting to take him backwards. That's where I got hit. Not a lot I could do about it. Right there, that idiot. Here he comes. All right, no, I'm not gonna blame him. He tried to go around me. That's on me. The only thing I can really say about that incident.
At Greatentrim523 said, pit maneuver.
It was, but I kind of, he didn't take me out on purpose. When we go around this corner, you see I was on the inside, and then I started to let the car wash out to the outside, and it was at that same moment that he was actually trying to go around me. But what he did, what threw me off, was when he came in, he was on the inside right behind me. So that's why I let the car wash out to the outside so I can let him keep the inside line and go past. But at the last second, he decided to try to swerve around me. So you can see I'm taking the inside line right here, and he's taking the inside line right behind me. He should have stayed on the outside, and the message would have been more clear that I'm staying on the outside. And I would have stayed where I'm at and let him take the outside. But when he did that, when he came on the inside right behind me, I'm thinking that he was going to stay on the inside, so I let the car wash outside so he could keep the inside line. Right there. Because at that point, from the inside, if we go to my car and go inside, I see him right there on the inside. This is what I'm seeing on the inside of the car. So I'm thinking he's going to stay on the inside, and I let the car start to wash outside, thinking he was going to keep the inside. At that point, when he starts moving outside with me, right there, I'm basically a sitting duck. So the way I chalk this up is that he didn't mean to take me out, but I think it's still more his fault than mine, because once he saw me take the inside line right there, he should have already been making a move to the outside and showing me that he was going to take the outside.
523 said, you both moved to the outside, you were getting out of his way.
Right.
He was trying to move around you.
But what I'm saying is, so you're absolutely right. So it was a breakdown in communication. He didn't mean to hit me, but what I'm saying is, when he saw me take the inside, if he showed me he was going to take the outside, I would have stayed where I was at. I would have stayed on the inside line and let him go around me on the outside. But so we go back into my car right here and go back inside. Right there, I'm on the inside and I see him zeroing in. And from what I'm seeing, he's showing me that he wants the inside line. So at that point, I let the car go to the outside in order to give him the inside line. But he starts to go outside at the same time that I'm going outside. Right there, you see from my inputs right about here, because he is right on top of me. And I'm starting to let the car wash out to the outside. I think at this point, he has to know that we're already at a point that I'm a little bit ahead of him. So technically, if I want that inside line, I have a right to it. I got there first. So I think at that point, he should have shown me that he would have, if he would have shown me that he was going to stay on the outside, I would have stayed on the inside, let him take the outside. Right here, at this point, he can see that I'm getting ready to take the inside line. I'm showing him that I'm taking the inside line. At this point, he could have lifted and let the car drift outside and then go around me on the outside, or he could have tapped the brakes to slow the car down. So, a breakdown in communication. As much as I'd like to get mad about it, I can't. He didn't mean to take me out. A breakdown in communication, and I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is with him being a hypercar, maybe he just assumed I was going to get out of his way. So, all right, let's head back and find out how much rank we lost, because this might be enough to knock me back down to bronze. Profile. Ouch. And there it is. I've been knocked back down to bronze. You were expected to finish 15th, qualified 7th, beat, okay. So it says you were expected to finish 15th. That's crazy. Where am I at on here? So when they say that I was expected to finish 15th, that means that I was expected to win that race in my class. So right there, 14th. Well, let me take that back. I wasn't necessarily expected to win that race in my class because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hypercars that dropped out. One, two, three, four, five. So if they're talking about I was expected to finish 15th overall, so if the other cars don't drop out, so we had 20 hypercars. So in order for me, that's weird. See, now that's where I'm lost with this crazy ass new ranking system that they've done since that last update, telling me that I was expected to finish 15th. So I don't know if they're trying to say that I was expected to finish 15th overall or 15th in my class. So right there, you were expected to finish 15th. So if they're telling me that I was expected to finish 15th overall, that's crazy. Then that means they expected me to beat 5 hypercars. If they're telling me that I was expected to finish 15th in my class, I did that. I finished 13th. Yeah, I'm not getting this shit. You expected to finish 15th. You lost driver rank. Qualifying, you finished 9th of 18, which it doesn't tell me where I was expected to qualify at. You beat 7 drivers with a higher rank. Qualifying, you lost to 1 driver with a lower rank. Race, you finished 13 of 18. You beat 4 drivers with a higher rank. You lost to 2 drivers with a lower rank. What the fuck kind of ranking system is this? I'm like, this shit just totally has me lost. If they're telling me that I was expected to finish 15th in my class, I did that. I exceeded it. If it's telling me that I was expected to finish 15th overall, that's insane because I was expected to beat 5 hypercars. Like, they better fix this shit. I mean, it's already hard enough for me to remain passionate about this game with the idiot and dirty driving that's been going on lately, but now you got this weird ass rank system. The old way was better. They should have left. The old way was better. It was cut and dry. You were expected to qualify, 13th or whatever the case may be. You qualified 15th. You lost rank. Cut and dry. You were expected to finish 13th. You finished 15th. You lost rank. Cut and dry. This shit. Ugh. Ugh. Well, in any case, that's gonna do it for me. Um, I gotta get ready to take my son home soon and listen to the Lions game on the radio on the way home. So, depending on what the daily races are for Race Room and GT7, I will be back tomorrow or Tuesday. Um, I guess regardless of what happens with Rensport, I'll stream it this week. I'm just not sure if the VR is going to be satisfactory by then. It's supposed to come back. It's supposed to come back online tomorrow. It's been down this entire week for maintenance, and it's supposed to come back up tomorrow. What I don't know is when it comes back up tomorrow, will it come back up in early access, or will it comes back up, but they'll keep it locked until the 13th when it officially releases. But in any case, I'll stream that this week, and if the VR is functional, I'll stream it in VR. If it's not, then I guess I'll just have to stream it flat screen. With that, thanks for watching, everybody. So that's the plan this week. Race Room GT7. We'll see what the daily races look like, and we will see what Rensport looks like. I'll stream that regardless, and then next weekend we have the 8 hours of Bahrain. Whether I take part in that, I still got to get with the team, and we'll make a final decision Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. With that, thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you on the next one. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. Enjoy some football today, and we'll see you soon.